Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's stream. Sorry, I've just got to... Somehow, it started the stream in a different place on YouTube to what I thought it was going to. And I don't really know how that's happened. However, it should still be fine. I think. So, welcome. Hopefully, you have had a lovely day and a lovely start to your week. Today, we're going to do a little bit of UFL. We're going to do a bit of FC25 as well. And see how things go, really. So, let me... That's what I'm trying to do. There we go. So, yes, welcome. We're going to start things off on the RTG, on FIFA, to do an icon pack, basically. So, that's how we're kicking things off. Then, we'll jump back onto UFL. Because this week, finally, I'm not insanely busy every single day. So, I can actually play some games, get some streams and videos done. We've got a Market Mayhem that I recorded a couple of days ago with James. That will go up tomorrow. So, hopefully you enjoy that as well. But, let's just get into it. We're on the RTG. Is this a really stupid idea? I don't need to do this icon pack. However... I had to put in 3 cards that were not in my dupe storage in order to do it. So, YOLO, right? I didn't bother doing champs. I didn't bother doing squad battles because I was so busy. And I also just couldn't really be bothered, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I haven't seen really what's come out in the last couple of days because, as I say, this weekend has... well, the last week straight has been so busy... that I've just not been able to see loads of what's been going on. So, I apologise. I'm going to be looking at some of these cards and seeing what we've got, because I haven't seen them yet. Giroud is interesting. Okay, so it definitely seems like they've taken a step back after... the Black Friday weekend and promo week and everything like that, I guess, haven't they? So, that's fine. What's my opinion on UFL? I'll give you a proper opinion on it after I've played it. Did I do rivals on this account? I must have done. Don't remember. Okay, sure. Oh. Yeah, sure. So, I'll give you a proper opinion on it once we've played it for a little bit today. Nice comeback from Leicester. Hell yes. If you want to see the vlog from the Brighton game yesterday, that is now up on the football channel. Check it out. Why not? Managed to get Jersey from the icon pack. That is sick. Fair play. How am I? I'm good. I've been ill for like the last week as well as being ridiculously busy, so that's not ideal. But it is what it is, right? It's nearly Christmas. That's good. How did champs go? I didn't play champs on either account because I was away Friday afternoon, evening, Saturday morning and afternoon, Sunday morning and afternoon. So I didn't want to. So I didn't. Really? El Sacico tonight. It is Wolves versus West Ham. Going to be potentially terrible. Still need to watch the vlog. Hell yes. I'm a little bit better. I'm definitely not normal right now. Oh, tradable. Yeah, cool. Get rid of all of that crap. And so today, I guess we're opening up rival rewards. What is that? Oh. Idiot. I can't even remember what the possibilities are from these. So, is it like an 85 rated card? Probably if it's Monza. Caprari. Finesse Plus. He's double 4-star or better. He is. This would actually probably be a decent card, not gonna lie. Shadow Striker Plus. Good to see the picks giving out a lot of Ronaldinho. Yeah, I did open those, I didn't get him. It could have been the great return to the game, getting a Dino, but no. 83 plus Team of the Week, 1-12 pack, whatever this is. But yeah, I thought, let's do an icon pack so that at least the people that don't care about UFL but they care about FIFA stuff, you get something big today, right? Why not? No one cares about any of that, that's fine. So, of course, we're going to have to, like, stat reveal this, because there's a chance that it could be a monster. In reality, it's probably going to be pretty crap. This is what the team is looking like. So, Desai would be horrible because that would be a dupe. I don't know if there are any other... Do I have any others? No. So, the only dupe possible is Desai. I guess the next worst one would be base Ashley Cole because we've got the better version. Who hasn't got his upgrades yet. Although Chelsea have already done both of the things, so he should be an 88 now. But, okay. So, let's do it, shall we? Russell Martin has won the lowest points per game total in Premier League history, and Saints have already equalled the record for the most mistakes directly leading to goals in a season. You know, the thing with Russell Martin, right, and Southampton is we saw... Ben, hello! We will be jumping on UFL once we've opened up this icon pack, by the way, to properly test it out. That is a low-res image. The thing with Russell Martin and Southampton is last season we saw Burnley doing a similar thing. Where you have your idea of playing out from the back and everything like that. That's fine, okay? But it gets to a point you have to know that you've got to change. I get it, that's your philosophy, right? You're Russell Martin, you're this possession lover. But it doesn't work. So you have to change something. Otherwise, you're doing one of two things. You're either saying, I'm a great manager, and this style of football would be fantastic, some of the best in the league, if I had good players. Or you're saying, I'm actually a pretty crap manager because I can't adjust my management style and tactics to players of a lesser level. So, with Company, the assumption was more the first one, which is why he got the Bayern Munich job. With Russell Martin, I think it's the second one. So, first, I've already put him into... I tell you what, Hamza, right now, Hamza's going up to an 86 rated card that is 3-star, 4-star. He can play right back, CDM, or centre mid. These stats aren't bad. Right? Pace is fine. Passing for that position is great. Dribbling stats for those positions are great. Defending stats are okay. Physicals, 98 aggression. He's got jockey, he's got slide tackle. It's not too shabby. I don't mind it. Also, fast going into this Evo. This has to be up there with the best 80 rated centre-backs there's ever been. Right? Firstly, he's got a plus on all 3 of the roles. That's sick. Right? 2-star, 3-star, fine, it's a centre-back. He's 6'2". His pace, perfectly fine. Passing is nearly perfect. 98 reactions, 90 composure. Defending stats are solid. Physical stats are now looking really solid. And look at the play styles. The only one he lacks is intercept, maybe aerial. This card for an 80 rated is mad. It's sick. Evos are just awesome. Beza, Memory Ali, hello, hello, hello. Jamie Vardy having a party at 37. I mean, beautifully taken finish and then a lovely selfless assist as well. You wouldn't mind, Martin, if you actually wanted us to take risks in attacks. But we don't. We only take risks in our own box. Yeah, you're not wrong. Controlling games doesn't work for bad teams. Ugly football like Dyche's Burnley works better with relegation teams. I think the outlier to that idea is if you have like 1 or 2 ridiculous players, right, that can just get points on their own. So you do control it, and then that superstar just does their thing. But yeah, when the general level of the squad is... yeah. You really think Rudiger's good enough to keep us up? Honestly, from the first 2 games... and his interviews and stuff outside of games, there are so many positives. The fact that we completely switched formation to a 4-4-2 yesterday, when we made our subs at like 60, 70 minutes, whatever. I think we saw more tactical decisions in yesterday's game than in all of Cooper's tenure. Which is really sad, because I don't dislike Cooper as a man, but as a manager, he didn't show proactive thoughts, changes, etc. And even his reactive things were so questionable. But yeah, Rude, it's been a really positive start. As I said, I've uploaded the Brighton vlog, so if you want to watch that, then it's on the football channel. We will be jumping onto UFL, by the way, as soon as I've opened this base icon pack, to properly give it a go, hopefully play against some humans instead of AI today, and give it a proper first impressions review. Because my literal initial impressions are absolute garbage. Gameplay didn't feel good. It was against the AI when it's supposed to be online. And the fact that you can like buy the tokens to boost up the amount of credits you're earning, when the whole point of the game was supposed to be that you earn everything, that was the big difference. Initial impressions, horrible. First proper impressions might be better. Right, let's turn this off. And get a reveal on the go. So he's got good in-game management, unlike previous few managers. I mean, so far seems like it. Needs to talk about how UFL duped the community into thinking it's free and fair to play through all the betas then on release, added in buying it. Exactly. Again, we'll jump into it after we've opened up this pack. But I wanted to bring back FC25 streams with a bang! Realistically, it's probably going to be like base Gattuso. And that's going to be a bit depressing. But then we'll hop onto UFL and we'll see how that goes. So here we go! Let me actually make sure that I am on the right page when on a player. There we go. Okay, lovely stuff. Might be back around 6:30 if you're still live. Hope, yeah, should be. How are things after a busy weekend? I'm still ill, but yes, no longer as busy, which is good. Okay, let's do this. Base icon. We use 3 cards outside of dupe storage, so we made use of it. Very much so. Here we go. With UFL downloaded, you get an R9 in this pack. Hey, if EA want to keep me on this game, then let's see what they've got for me. It's not a goalie! Okay. 86 physical. I don't know if that can be Desai. If it is, then that's going to be depressing that the only icon that can be a dupe is the one that I get. 85 defending. Maybe it could be, you know. Okay. Or it could be like a Gattuso. 96 free kick accuracy, 96 curve. We're on Koeman. Shot power and long shots. Ronald Koeman, if he's got less than 80 pace. Oh. I have a thought. Surely it's Roberto Carlos, right? I've just got Ashley Cole as well, so I don't need him. It's got to be Roberto Carlos, right? Deadball plus power shot, Trivella. We don't need to look at anything else. It has to be Roberto Carlos. On my content account, this would be insane. On the RTG, it's potentially still mad. But I did just get Thunderstruck Ashley Cole, so I don't necessarily need it as much. But I mean, there's no world where I'm not putting him straight in the team and trying him out. We have to. I didn't think that he would be that physical. To be honest. Cole is not tradable. No, I don't buy players. The thing is, I used out-and-out defensive fullbacks. So this isn't as useful for me as people that would be using, like, overlap every single time they're fullback and stuff like that. I mean, the fact that he's 1.6 million coins is kind of ludicrous. Not gonna lie. Does he play that well? Or is it because his name's Roberto Carlos? Maybe it's a bit of both. But this Ashley Cole is going to get upgraded very soon. He's going to be a lot weaker. He has better defensive playstyles, is the thing. And he has fullback plus. We'll obviously try both of them out. It's a shame that Cole didn't just randomly play right back for a handful of games so that I could play him there. I've also got that Evo'd Mendy. I love a good left back on this account. Lizarazu as well. So, sure. Sure. We'll put him in. We'll put him in for now. What team upgrades Cole? Chelsea. He's already earned the upgrades. So, he's going up to an 88. And if they give him, like, anticipate Bruiser, I think surely he clears this Carlos card. I mean, I don't know how expensive this one was. Not even close. 200k compared to 1.6 mil? Madness. Right. Well, there's the FC25 stuff done. Let's go and properly try it out then. It's UFL time. David, probably. Clavan, yep. We were just starting off with... we were just starting off with the icon pack. And then trying this out. James, hello! Price is probably due to rarity rather than in-game ability. Probably. So, my first impression of this game, we played it on Friday. It was horrible. I hated it. Because of two main reasons. One, this section where it says play online, and then I tried to play online and it matches you up against AI, is one of the worst ways to introduce people to your game possible. If you did it like FIFA or FC, where when you first load into the game, it drops you into the Champions League final or a World Cup final or something like that, and that allows you to play offline if you want to, sure. But the fact that you literally press play online and you're not playing online is moronic. Also, the fact that you can buy all of these point things. Now, there is still the fact that in order to buy a player, you need RP as well as CP. So just buying the credit points, I'm going to assume is what they're called, won't get you... You can't just spend 500 quid on the game and bang, you've got Jude Bellingham. However, you can get all the credits for him and you can buy the LP, which allows you to buy RP boosters. So you can just pay to earn quicker and more, which surely goes against the entire point of the game and the upgrade system. I wouldn't mind it if you could only buy credits, and therefore, in order to buy arenas and stadiums and everything like that, you could buy the credits to do that. Okay, sure, cosmetic stuff, stadium stuff, who cares? Like this, right? This Adidas kit, 54 million credits, which, in terms of player value, is the equivalent of... Dallo, Chiesa, Dovbyk, Gerard Moreno, Bellerdi, those kind of players, right? Sure, you can just buy that. That's okay. The fact that you can't just straight up buy RP, that's good, but you shouldn't be able to buy boosters for it. It's just stupid. Yeah, David Alaba is the same cost as a kit. So, today, we're going to give it a go again. And this time, hopefully... Oh, there's achievements on this game. 25 of them. Sell any of your players on the transfer market. Change your formation. Okay. Sure. So, we're going to go online, and all I want to achieve today, I want to play against a human being. Okay? That shouldn't be hard, considering we're going into an online mode. However, when we played it on Friday, all we got was AI. Is this going to be AI to start things off today? Yes. Now, I did expect that. I'm assuming that I might have to play 3-5 games against the AI, and then I get ranked, and then I start coming up against actual people. Which, if it was advertised that way, sure. But it isn't. And the worst part, I would say, interesting formation, by the way, 6 players stood around the centre circle there. I think the worst part is the fact that, based on our games the other day, why does it look so laggy when it's against the AI? I think the worst part about this is the fact that the AI doesn't seem to change difficulty. If you started slapping them and scored 3 goals in the opening 10 minutes, and therefore the difficulty bumped up so that the rest of the game is actually harder, sure. But you basically just have to sit here through 90 minutes of playing against, what? Something like amateur? Maybe somewhere in between amateur and semi-pro level difficulty?
We are lost.
And I mean, none of it looks smooth, it is. So, basically, if you have any questions, now is the time to ask. I'm hoping that if I just play this one and I don't leave, that maybe our next game can be against a proper person. Because what I did in my very first match was I went 5-0 up within about like 25 in-game minutes. I left in the hope that I would then come up against a human. I didn't. I then proceeded to decimate the AI and then still came up against AI after that. So today, I don't think that it should be a thing, but sure, we'll play against the AI until I get to play against a proper person. My initial reactions and thoughts to the gameplay are that it still doesn't look or feel good at all. I think some of these cameras as well, like look at the camera not moving when the ball gets to this area. I don't like that. That's one initial thing that I've noticed. Is look how locked it feels like. I don't know if it's the same when it gets like towards the corner flag, but whenever the ball is in the box, the camera is locked to one specific spot, which seems a bit dodgy. Like, why doesn't it just keep tracking like this? Why does it suddenly shift? I don't know. It's as if you're like watching someone take a penalty in pro clubs. It's that kind of angle. Look at this tackling though by the AI. Oh, what a banger. Started playing the Indiana Jones game today on Game Pass. And it looks really, really good. I'm excited to get into it, but I'm going to play Stalker 2 first. As I say, where are all the shadows of the players, by the way? I have just been so busy that I've just not really got around to it. I want to play some more COD as well. I need to play the new Zombies map. I need to play Fortnite OG. There's so much to do. So much to do. But yeah, sadly, to start things off, we just have to sit here whilst the AI plays. You're confused as you play one game against the AI and then played people. I wonder if I hadn't left the first game, whether I would have had the same situation. But it was just so easy. Like I say, I went like 5-0 up so easily and so early that I was just like, oh, I'll just leave this and hopefully come up against a proper person. I mean, I'm currently playing this one-handed. Can we score? That's how difficult this game is when you're going into your online first games. You can literally score one-handed. So this is why I keep saying my initial reaction to how they introduce you to this game, I cannot believe they thought this was a good idea. It's just awful. At least give me harder AI, so it's actually a challenge. But I don't know. We all moan about FIFA, but come on, this game is dreadful. I mean, I said that as soon as we played like the betas. The gameplay is like a PS2 level FIFA. The graphics aren't great, which I don't normally care about, but there are some things that stand out to me. Like when the players are celebrating and stuff, it looks like the shadows are completely wrong. Excuse me. There is a distinct lack of game modes, which means replayability is not going to be that high for a lot of people. The fact that they have basically completely changed the way that all the currencies and stuff work in the game, and they've now apologized on Twitter for that, and I think they said that they're looking into ways that they are going to potentially change it, but it's not even really worth me saying that much about it. And the reason why is because I think anyone that has been playing FIFA for a long time, and even maybe played like PES back in the day and stuff like that, I think anyone like that knew how far away from release this game was, and yet they still brought it out this year. So there's no surprises here at all for me. Oh, thank God it's half time. Jack, cheers. Rich did 4 yesterday. Nice. Okay. This is so sad. This is the competitor to EA. Or it's supposed to be. You shouldn't have released the game until probably September next year. Do I agree with the FIFA Pro Men's World 11? No, I put out a TikTok on that on the Footy account because I need to get that back up and going. As I say, things have just been so busy. I'm trying to get into a routine with how I'm doing videos and streams for my different channels and platforms and everything. Obviously, I've got a daily football channel as well now. So, it's awful. I just don't understand how some of the players are in there. Can't lie, this looks terrible. Again, first impressions are that I was bang on with what I said about the beta. This game was not close to ready for a release, and yet they released it anyway. And now they've tried to, like, cash grab with being able to buy different currencies and stuff like that, which literally goes against the entire point of the game. So you are alienating the small player base that you have that may have stuck around after actually playing the gameplay, which is not good. I don't know what their plans are in terms of, like, content. Like, will they have Keeper? Will they have promos or something like that? That's good goalkeeping there. But I am still reserving judgment until I can actually play against a human being. Which I'm hoping that after this match, maybe I will, finally. And then I'll play a handful of games against proper people, and if I still hate the game, I'll be uninstalling it and probably not reinstalling it for probably like a year until they do UFL 2.0, where they bring out some like huge updates and stuff like that. This game might not be the best football game out there, but for what it is, a free game, it's fun and the grind is addictive. I can't fully disagree with what you say, because I don't know whether the game is fun because I've not been able to play it against a human instead of AI yet, which is stupid when it's an online game mode. Whoever made that decision, you're an idiot. Absolute clown. I think the only way that the grind would be addictive is if it does actually feel properly rewarding and the gameplay is fun. Because if the gameplay isn't fun, you're not going to want to grind. And if it feels like you would have to play 1,000 games in order to get one sick player, people aren't going to want to do that. This is not my first game. It is not my first game, hence why I'm so frustrated that this is a thing. Even if it was the first game, that's dumb. Should never be a thing. You should never go into an online game mode in a 1v1 game and be up against the AI. Nice to see they decide to play over the time in this game as well by 2 minutes for no reason. Right, can I play against a human now, please? Let's see. So we get 1,500 RP. Incredible. How come you're playing ranked? Because I want to play online. You have 3 game modes on this game. Ranked, normal online, showdown, 2-day event, win matches for exclusive rewards. Don't know what that is, don't really care. Or casual, play online co-op with your friends. No, I don't. I want to play 1v1 online on a football game. So, ranked. What I meant, you're playing ranked and how come you're playing bots? That's literally what I've just complained about for the last 15 minutes. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It should never happen. I don't care whether you are the worst player that the game has ever seen. You should not be playing against the AI online. So here we go. Oh, look! It's the AI again. Well, enjoy the next 15 minutes whilst we just sit and talk about other stuff, whilst we wait to play a human still. This is such a great game. Fantastic. You think being in bronze you'll get AI? Who knows? So dumb. So dumb. Are the goalkeepers on this game... What's wrong with them? Oh, I can't even do a replay because it's online, so I can't just pause the game. You can try leaving the game and select ranks till you get a human. Nope, this is like my 7th or 8th game. I went 5-0 up in the first game. And I was so bored because of how little... Look at this difficulty level of the AI. So I went 5-0 up and left because I was bored and thought, well, okay, this is pretty stupid. And then realised, okay, it's just going to put me against the AI again. So I did that. Oh, yeah, now we get to pause. That's good. So I then proceeded to win like 11-0 in the next one. And then... Did I leave another one after that? I can't remember. I don't know how many games I've actually played compared to leaving. Because I just want to play a person. What you really like about this game is that there's an actual skill level to this game, no matter what team you got. If you come up against somebody paying to win and they're not good, you can still win. Oh, you mean just like basically every game that has ever existed. And just like FIFA. There's no difference in that regard. Showdown is apparently their version of Champs. They have that on day one of the game releasing. Okay. Bizarre. I think my biggest frustration with this game is their concept, their menus, and their upgrade system and earning system and everything like that. It's amazing. But everything else is terrible. EAFC 25 has no skill, mate. The game is BS. Just use broken mechanics. I'm going to tell you two things here that make that point sound really, really dumb. One, you've said that the game takes no skill. That's simply not true. If I come up against someone that cannot qualify for champs and we play a 1v1, I'm beating them. Simple as that. If I get my dads to hop on and play a 1v1 against me on FC25, I'll win probably, I don't know, 10, 20-0. Something like that. So to say that it has no skill is nonsense. to say that it uses broken mechanics, that's how every single multiplayer game works. Right? In COD, it might be head glitching, it might be movement, it might be specific guns being much better and broken and OP. In Fortnite, it might be certain items, it might be certain drops, it might be certain builds or edits or something like that. If you genuinely believe that this game would have the same number of players as FC25 and there would be nobody abusing any mechanics, you're too innocent for this world. I can guarantee you that as soon as something is found in this game, the reason why people aren't abusing broken mechanics on this game is because they don't know them yet. And they probably don't care enough to find them yet. Whereas, if the interest level in this game was sky high, you would have people testing every single thing in this game possible to find what's broken so they can abuse it. Because that's what people do. So just because it isn't found yet, doesn't mean it isn't broken. Oh. Hooray! It's a goal! Only players you disagree with in the World 11 team is Edison, KDB and Mbappe. I think you could put Kane in for Haaland as well. Right, half time. Oh, good. Another half to go. Messi isn't in the World 11. It was Haaland, Mbappe and Vinny as the front three. It's so sad to see how much Salah's disrespected. Yeah. But Salah and Palmer could have been in it. If you're playing 4 midfielders, you can put Palmer in as one of the midfielders over KDB. And Salah should be in over Mbappe. And again, Kane maybe for Haaland. Ooh. As well. The past couple of years, the game hasn't been fun at all. However, this reminds me of FIFA 14 to 16. Really? I mean, I would hope that my opinion would be the same as yours after playing a handful of games, but I can confidently say that that is not going to be the case. This game feels nowhere near as smooth. And in those games, you could use terrible players and actually do crazy things with them. Like bronzes and silvers could be used against golds and it'd be perfectly fine. Which is one of the reasons why it was really fun. But just because the game hasn't been fun in your opinion, that doesn't mean that it doesn't have a skill gap. That's silly. Because, I mean, FC25 gameplay in Champs with the delay is absolutely shambolic. Up there with the worst gameplay we've ever had in any FIFA or FC game. But the core gameplay mechanics are fine. IMO. Oh god. And outside of the delay, I don't mind it. It doesn't mean it's the most fun. Like, most fun for me will be like FIFA 11, FIFA 12. Brasilvas. What you like about UFL is defending very manual. I do agree with that. Defending on this game is definitely more manual than on FIFA over the last couple of years. From like, I don't know, FIFA whatever up to FC 25, yeah. Defending on this game, you can't just let the AI do everything. That is a positive. And it may be one of the only positives, but it does have to be... they do have to get credit for that. Is that because they clearly can't make insanely good gameplay this quickly, and therefore they haven't been able to design defensive AI that well? I mean, look at some of the goals that we... or the chances that we conceded by the goalkeeper just not understanding that he can pick up a football. Do they know what they're doing in order to make good defensive AI? Maybe not. So maybe in the future it would exist and it would be horrible. But as it stands, yeah. You can't just like run near people and get the ball back every single time. You do have to like manually tackle and stuff. Games like this show how good of a game EAFC is. Yes. People don't like to give EA credit for their game, or their games. But yeah, you play something like this, and you see how many levels above FIFA, and now the FC series is. I've said it numerous times. This feels like it could be a PS2 FIFA. Like 3 console generations ago. Just with better graphics. Right. Is this finally going to be the moment where we can play against someone then? Grange, hell yeah, the Oodies are the dream. Fortnite's your main game, Fort OG, Lego Fortnite. I've been so busy. The last couple of weeks, I've not been able to play as much as I want to. I want to play Stalker. I want to play Indiana Jones. I want to play Fortnite OG as well. Right, some ratings were upgraded. Hooray! Winning streak is unlocked. Okay. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying a pass on this game. Claim rewards. Incredible. Claim rewards. Give me them all. Fortnite making an opening world GTA Lego style is sick. What do you mean? Is there a new Lego game out as well? I thought there was one that's like the Horizon game on PlayStation, but Lego. Donnie, nice! Hopefully you're doing well. Weekly. Ooh. That's... Why is the team pass? I'll try out the Marvel Rivals thing. Ever a fan of Lego Fortnite? Yes. At least a trailer for it. Fortnite looks amazing as well. I have no idea what you're referring to. I saw their like FPS thing, but I'm not sure what you're on about. GTA Lego style thing. Or open world. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Maybe you can link me or whatever. Right. Do we buy a player? Value. Max. 17. Wow. Look at these incredible players. We could get Jordan Ayew. So that's not bad. Even on Fortnite, there's new... Yeah, that does look like it's going to be really good. Okay. I swear to God. Please, can I play a human being? Finally! Right! We actually play against someone. Assuming that they ready up. A human being instead of the AI. Who'd have thought it? Incredible scenes. I don't know what all of these things on these cards mean at all. Bailey, yeah, it's crazy. But what were you on about with the thing that you said before? Now I'm intrigued. Okay, let's see how this game plays in an actual online match. Our opponent has immediately paused. Oh! The attempted through ball of dreams. One of my biggest frustrations with this game in the betas was the dribbling and sprinting felt absolutely pathetic. And my first impression... is that is still exactly the same. Great! What a first game! That was good. Let's try again. Maybe I prefer playing against the AI. Fortnite Brick Life. Nice. This is going so well. Fortnite Brick Life. Let me actually see if you would get sound for this. So we got Lego GTA before GTA 6.
Guten Tag,
Oh,
meine
no.
Freunde.
Stop. All new social roleplay experience in LEGO Fortnite Universe launching December 12th. So Fortnite OG back, this launching in a couple of days. Fortnite is just on another level, innit? It's kind of crazy. Does this game give you the win for that, or is it stupid like FIFA? Ooh. I don't know. I don't know. Where did I see divisions? I think it did. That did give me the win. Because that's 1 out of 3 towards the next division. Yeah, you get a 3-0 win if someone leaves when it's 0-0. We got to hand it to them. That is a positive. That is a positive for this game. I tell you what though, this is taking... I mean, let's look at... No, let's go left back. Or, no, let's... How much is someone like a Fatawu? $35 mil. 16,000 RP. $35 mil. And how much are we earning per game? Not a lot, right? So to get someone like Fatawu is going to take a while. Which, considering how low rated he is compared to what you can earn, is maybe a bit concerning. Everything about the game seems decent apart from the actual gameplay. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. The chair is from Anderseat. A-N-D-A Seat. We've got Chapter 6, OG Fortnite Ballistic, and the LEGO thing coming on the 12th. Yep. Yep. And we got Black Ops out as well. We got Indiana Jones if you like single player stuff. It's all happening. Here we go! Right. Potentially our first proper online game, as the previous person did just leave. That's a horrific first touch. God, my guy feels so slow to defend with. Really needs to change. Look at that for a ball. Play it inside again. What on earth is that pass? Dear God, that was awful. So was that. What? What are some of these passes, man? Wow. Okay. Play him! So I can pick that pass off, but not a, like, 5-yard one. Oh, I just didn't have the options there. Okay. Oh, he just didn't really jump. Lovely. Bang! Goal, 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 goal. You're not against having a slow progression curve. Massive part of FC's problem. People having icon teams by October. People lose interest very quickly. I agree. However, unless the gameplay feels insanely fun, which right now this doesn't, who's going to want to play 50 games to get a Fatawu? Let alone the 1,000, 2,000 games to get an Mbappe or something like that. That defending though. No attacking AI from my guy in the middle. Just ran away instead of putting himself in a position there to have a tap in. It still feels a bit like the beta where when you were trying to turn with defenders that the game didn't like that very much. The dribbling on this game is horrible. And I know that they are lower rated players, but this is what you get as your first impression to the game. Oh, my arm feels... It's as if I've like pulled a muscle or something in my arm, but I've not done anything for that to happen. What was that save? Ah! He popped up into the air to save it. HD 30. It all comes back to the gameplay. Yep. Yep. Oh dear. So we'll have a look after this game. How many matches, in theory, it might take me to earn someone like a Fatawu? That, combined with the gameplay, will determine whether I keep this game installed. I think there's a good chance that I don't. No idea how penalties work. Okay, it's like... Oh my god. So, unless you have someone that's really good, even with a tiny bit of charged up power, that circle just balloons out. Oh, they absolutely should have waited to bring it out. I imagine that after getting like endorsements from Ronaldo and whoever else, KDB, I wonder if they were really, really pushed to just get the game out. Even though it's not ready. It's not ready. You know what they should have done? As it's a free-to-play game, why didn't they just release it in a beta state? And then when they were fully ready to give us some proper updates and changes and stuff, then you put it into actual release, just like games like PUBG did. Do you get any kind of weekly rewards or anything for playing ranked? No idea. No idea. What is that animation? Back post! Oh. This guy's keeper is a shambles. You think the game is fun? It will progress, you hope? I don't currently share the first opinion with you. It It will improve over time. My HD, honestly, other than just going for it and going outside your comfort zone, not really, I'm afraid. My problem is, well, it's twofold now. My problem, my biggest problems with this game. One, they completely went back on like earning everything rather than being able to buy stuff. Which is the entire point of the game's system, which is just stupid. But two, from their perspective, the like developers and creators of this game, I think they've screwed themselves. Because by saying that this is the full release of the game, it would have been very different if, as I say, they'd released it as a beta. But like, the game is out, but it's officially a beta. And it might be for like 2 years, and then they fully release it. There's probably a couple of other games where that happened. I know that PUBG is one of the biggest examples of that. Maybe Minecraft as well. Beta for years, whilst they just improve and add and improve and add. And then when they think it's fully ready for release, bang, 1.0. They should have done that with this game. But instead what they've done is they've given a full release to this game. People are going to play it and think that this is it. They're going to think that it's crap because it's pretty crap. And they're going to want to install it. Whereas, and this is why I've said the same thing since the beta. I think this game only becomes good when they do some kind of 2.0 release. Which you wouldn't have needed to have done if you just kept it as a beta. You should just have never called this a full game release. Sadly. And the reason why I say that is because now, if it was a beta, you would have got a load of people jumping on and thinking, okay, sure, it's early days, but I'll see how it progresses as we get closer to a proper release. Instead, you're going to have people like me. I mean, so far, how many credits do we earn here? How many matches would I need to play of this to earn someone like an Abdul Fatawu? I'm not expecting to get, like, 90 rated players or anything like that. So, 800,000 credits. I don't really understand how that boosted up so much. I guess we've got some kind of CP booster on. Because initially it said 200 and something thousand. So, let's say that without any kind of boosters, maybe you earn 500,000 credits a game. Right? 500,000. So, in order to get Jude Bellingham, $251 million divided by 500,000. You'd have to play 502 games if you earn 500,000 a game. If you actually earn the 200-ish K that it initially looked like, you're looking at 1,000 matches to get one of the top tier players. And I mean, even... For Tawu, if you were earning $250,000 a game, you need to play 120 matches without any kind of boosters. 120 games to get that. That to me is absolutely ridiculous. And you're just going to make people not want to play that many matches to earn these players. So... honestly, at this point, I don't even know if I want to continue. Because the first impressions of the gameplay are really not good. It's not like there's 5 different game modes that you can play either. It's just the same. And the amount of games in order to just get a Leicester player in my squad. $30 million for Vardy. So much. I don't know if I honestly have any more interest. Poor gameplay. So many games needed to earn even bang average players. Like, let's say for Tawu, right? If you're getting $250,000 a game, 120 matches times what? Should we be generous and say it's 12 minutes per game? It might be a little bit more. Divided by 60. You're having to put in 24 hours of gameplay for that. Without any boosters or any rewards or anything like that. The game's miles better than FIFA and eFootball. Oh, guys, we've got a developer of UFL in the chat. How's it going, Joey? Are you proud of the game? Played 100 games with 83 Lookman, only just gone up to an 84. And you get the 1 skill every 5 levels. It's mad. It's mad. Sell for 580k. I don't know what the energy thing is. I don't know how that works. How are they all at 100% energy if we've just been playing games with them? What's the point in that? I don't know. You're no dev, UFL just need to sort out through balls and balance the CP earnings, etc. That's all they need to do. Through balls and the rate that you earn credits. if you think them sorting those two things makes this game great, fair play to you. I hope you enjoy it. But to me, that's ludicrous. This gameplay feels like it's over a decade old compared to FIFA. The menus are cool, and the upgrade system is cool. The earning rate is so off what it should be. The lack of game modes. The players are on full fitness as you have auto-renew fitness on, which costs CP. I don't even know where that would be. Oh, auto-recover. Something that just doesn't need to be in the game. Like one of the best things that EA have done over the last couple of years is get rid of contracts, get rid of fitness, get rid of all of that crap. It's just not needed. It's sad to me. Because, and does this get us an achievement? Another achievement bag. It's sad to me because when we first heard about UFL and when they initially showed us how the systems would work in terms of every player having a value and things like this, sure, the concept of this game is amazing. But as of right now, it seems really poorly executed. And it's just way too limited. Which is why I say you should not have released this game. You should have had it as a beta. Looking at the devs, they're listening to feedback by players. That is a positive. I do have to say that. Like the Twitter account and stuff like that. UFL. For example, here. So 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, they put out this tweet. Update on the recent changes to the game's economy. We're making some adjustments to improve the experience for everyone. Starting tomorrow, we're making the conditions for some quests easier. We significantly increase CP income after every match. Not gonna lie, without boosters, how bad was it before? How bad was the earn rate before they significantly increased it? Because without boosters, we're still earning maybe like $250,000, which is still 24 hours of gameplay to earn a 79 rated player. Starting next week, we'll be adding more CP boosters to the quests. I don't know why they don't just increase the base rate instead of needing boosters. Before you got about 200k per game. I mean, that's what mine said though. Before any boosters were applied, I got like 250. Gameplay feels like how a management game simulates. That is a very good way of putting it. It does sort of like look and feel like Football Manager gameplay. But this is a great thing that you will never, ever hear EA say. In that same tweet, we can make mistakes, but we're ready to admit them and make necessary changes. We continue to listen to your feedback and are committed to creating a fair and balanced game for our players. Together, we can create the game we all want to play. Right? So, in theory, Going forwards, the game could end up being great, but they should have released it. They released it like a year early. I have played some matches, Zach, and as it stands, I'm at the point where I might uninstall. The gameplay to me feels shocking. And I don't think there's a world where that is going to be fixed anytime soon. The CP earning rate seems ridiculously low. The lack of game modes and stuff like that. To me, this game just isn't... It's not competitive. Can you play it on PC? No idea. There's a gameplay update tomorrow morning. Yeah, I didn't actually look at the patch notes of this. Let's see! Because unless everything has significantly changed, then I might already be done. No FC, what are you doing instead? We did some FC. I opened up an icon pack and got Roberto Carlos. And then we chilled and played this for a bit. We'll check out the 6 PM content. The latest UFL update is here. Gameplay. Ball physics improvements. The ball's rebound force from the goal frame has been increased. Sure. Fouls are now correctly registered in situation. Okay. Player behaviour during ball interceptions has been fixed for throw-ins. Okay. Okay, none of those first gameplay things are relevant to the things I've... You could buy them and level them up to 91. Yeah, but someone has just said that it takes forever to even level someone up from like 83 to 84. There's no ball sound when you hit the crossbar. Nice. If you remove FC, what are you going to stream instead? Do you think that I'm stopping playing FC 25 on stream? Because that's not the case. I just told you I literally streamed it earlier and we're going to check out the 6 PM content. So I'm not entirely sure what you're asking. I am streaming other games, like this, like COD, as well. Kickoff exploit removed. The ability to execute an easy through pass behind defenders immediately after kickoff has been fixed. Free kick positioning adjustments, goalkeeper interception adjustments. Sure. This game was supposed to release in 2022. Was it? When was it? Because this and Goals got announced at like similar times, didn't they? I don't know where Goals is at in terms of its development. What game is it? This is UFL, hence the title of UFL. But yeah, sadly, my first impressions of this game are really bad. Leicester players should be cheap because they'll all be low rated, so you could level them up for series if you continue to play. But they're not, though. This is my point. So without any CP boosters, which if you're relying on those, then that means that the CP earn rate is too low. So without any boosters, to get Fatawu, a 79 rated player, would take me 120 matches. Roughly 24 hours of gameplay to earn one 79 rated Leicester card. That is ludicrous. So, yeah. My first impressions are shocking. And I'm not sure I see a world where those opinions can change anytime soon. There would need to be so many changes. I'd be tempted to try and get the achievements just because I've now committed. Although this, get 2 players with a rating of 90 or higher. I mean, you need 400 mil. And 350k-ish RP to get that achievement at this rate of earning. That's like 2,000 games. How long would that take? If we're being generous with the gameplay time. $400 hours. Unless we're earning or utilizing boosters or getting some kind of rewards or something. At the base rate, it would take 400 hours to get these two to get that last achievement. I ain't committing to this game that much. So unfortunately, I think this is going to be one that sits on my like games played list where I don't get the achievement. What I'm really interested in though is what they plan to do long term. So like when it's a new football season, do they reset everything? Does your team get wiped? Does it go into like a legacy team? And then you can use that in legacy-based modes? Or can you just keep all of these cards? Will they therefore add new achievements going forward? Get a player from this new team of the season kind of promo? Would those stay in the game? Or again, are you wiping it once it gets to the new season? I don't know. I think the biggest. I'm sad about this game because it has so much potential. So much potential. But right now, that potential is not being like, it's not being seen or close to it. IMO. So let's see what the 6 PM content is for FC today. I imagine they'll have promos as well, because the thing is as well, the player base that they're trying to take hold of, it's not like you are trying to bring career mode players in. You're not trying to bring in pro clubs players, even rush players, whatever. You're trying to bring in Ultimate Team players. And we know what the community is like when it comes to Ultimate Team. If you don't have content every single day, EA just get absolutely slated. So if they aren't planning on doing things like promos, people are going to lose interest so quickly. But so far for me, you know me, if you've been a decent amount of time, gameplay is number one for me. It always has been, probably always will be. So if your gameplay just simply isn't good enough, I'm not going to be interested in your game. And so for me, UFL, maybe I'll try it here and then, especially maybe like after each update that they do, I'd give it another go and see if it's starting to feel good or not. How much size is this taking up on my hard drive? It's only 25 gig. Okay, if it was like a 100 gig game, then I would uninstall it, so that I can have room for other games. 25 is fine. So I don't mind keeping it installed to occasionally give it a go. Again, the new gameplay update coming out tomorrow. Would it make a difference to what I felt initially? Probably not. But I want to give it a chance so bad. Mainly because this game needs competition. EA needs someone to smash it out the park so that they have to do an even better job. So I would love UFL to be amazing. But as it stands, I don't think it is, sadly. It's a shame, but I don't think it is. I'm going to quickly do this, actually. So UFL will be free on Steam, but it's not on there yet. Well, hey, by the time that it comes out on PC, I don't know if they have any planned release date, maybe you'll be getting a better product. I do have, again, they have to be praised on certain things. Like if someone leaves when it's 0-0, you get the win. Something we've been asking for in this game for years and years. Right? Little things like that. The transparency and everything like that on Twitter in terms of actually replying to the player base and telling them about updates and things like that. We haven't had that from EA in so many scenarios. To be fair to EA, in their last pitch notes, they did talk about what they're planning to patch going forward, which is something we haven't seen before. So that was good. This expires in 4 minutes. So if you have a decent centre-back that you want to boost, not stat-wise, but by giving them playstyles, then this might be for you. So for example, Canate, I could give him Anticipate and Slide Tackle by doing this. I'm not sure I will, because I'll get the one at the end of the season. So therefore, maybe I should use it on somebody else. I mean, someone like this Bombito could do that. I don't have that many cards on this account, though, to use it on. Emre Can would get Anticipate and Block. Bartra would get nothing. I mean, maybe I could. Araujo wouldn't gain anything. Canate, I mean, I could, and then just replace him when the time comes. Because, yeah, you get playstyle, you get Jockey Plus, but you can't get that if you already have a plus playstyle. You get Anticipate, Block, and Slide Tackle. So, as it's this account, sure, let's just make this card better because I can, and there's 4 minutes left and I don't have anyone else to put into it. If I had, like, other actual Evos, sure. I don't even know what my team is on this account. It's not that bad, to be fair. Danny, Olmo Evo looked decent as well. Dembele, who boosted up his shooting. Elchar! Oh, you tried UFL once more today. Confirm it's worse than any PES you've ever played. Yeah, I am... The hero pre-order upgrade has happened, yes. Let me show you. I'm not going to uninstall UFL purely because of the file size of the game being 25 gig. If it was like 50 plus, I think the game would be uninstalled. But 25 gig is an okay enough size that I can keep it installed, and when they do updates, I'll hop on, literally play like 3 games or something, and see what I think. Slowly but surely work my way towards maybe getting the achievements. We'll see. But yeah, so the hero upgrade did happen. So we've got 89 Hamshik. So we've got nearly 600 games on. My team didn't save from last time, so that's good. Because in the icon pack, I got a 1.6 million Roberto Carlos. Is he worth that amount? We have Thunderstruck Ashley Cole, who's going to go up to an 88. I don't know. To be honest, if we put the cards next to each other, you lose 2 stars of weak foot. You gain some pace. You gain a crazy amount of shot power and long shots. The passing stats are significantly better, and you've got your free kick taker as well. Dribbling stats, reactions are way better. And then some go up, some go down. Defending stats are better on Ashley Cole. However, strength is 11 better on Carlos. Playstyles though, Ashley Cole's got these. Carlos has none. So, he also has fullback plus plus. Carlos does not. I think this Ashley Cole might be better. However, I'm not going to pack a 1.6 million coin card and not use them. So, we'll give him a go and see what I think. I think the dream probably would have been like a god tier DM to upgrade from Kefram. Kind of mad that I'm still using Sam Kerr up front as well in December. But, man, those finesse shots. Look at her record. Still. Bearing in mind, the only time that, like, if I play squad battles, it's not as if she's stat padding in that, because we're playing on, like, world class and legendary. But I've not even done that for last week. Right. One issue we have here is I actually haven't looked at this game since Thursday. So you're going to have to shout if you see anything new today, and then we can look at it. Okay? Because I've just not been on the game all weekend. I'm guessing none of that is new, judging by the time it's got left. Evos. I believe this came out yesterday. I really dislike that this kind of Evo comes out every single time we get a promo. You're basically saying, you know what, we're purposefully going to make these cards worse, and then you only get the chance to upgrade one of them to what we could have just made them in the first place. Like, why? Do I have any? No. But there's probably like 5 or 6 cards that benefit from this, that all could have just been upped a rating or 2. But instead, they limit them so you have to Evo them. I think that's a bit dumb. SBCs, though. Again, shout if there's anything new here. Is Baggio new today? I feel like when we scrolled through earlier, I didn't see that card. Is this new? $85 composure is a little bit disappointing. Shot power is low, but that doesn't really matter. Normal finesse, long ball pass, technical plus is nice. First touch and press proven are nice. It is new. Shadow Striker plus plus, Playmaker plus. Still no one's got a plus on Classic 10 yet. 10 squads. Two 87s, 286s, no, 386s, an 85, 84, 82, silver, bronze. I don't know how expensive that is. I have no idea what like current fodder price is or anything like that. SBCs. Currently coming in at about 500k. Would it be worth that on the market? What's his base card saying? Badge. Badge. Baggio. He's $250,000. And this new card His stamina goes up by 6. His strength goes up by 4, as does his jumping. Interceptions, defensive awareness that no one cares about. You got +3 on heading accuracy, aggression, slide tackle, +2 on stand tackle, and every other stat is a +1. He stayed with technical plus. He gained press proven. He's still 5-star, 4-star. Is that worth double the amount for an untradeable? I'm not too sure about that one. Again, let me know if anything else in here is new. I haven't seen these cards, so I apologise if I have a look at them and you're thinking, that came out 4 days ago. But I haven't seen them, I'm afraid. Anything after the swaps? Carragher's not new, is he? Anyone done this card? Is he any good? I'm like, did we see why he got this card? Did they make him a striker for banter because of like scoring 2 own goals in a game or something? Does anyone know? Because if so, I rate that. And I'm glad that they made him so he can play across the back line. The shooting stats are just bizarre. But as a defender, that card's actually really, really good for the amount that he costs. That's pretty damn good. They said it's for him scoring against Buffon, and then look at Buffon's... Oh yeah, sorry, it says right there. He scored against Gianluigi Buffon for England under 16s. Wow. Fair enough. Celebrating the moment he faced Jamie Carragher. Did they come out on the same day? If not, then what a weird thing. They did. So you've given him a special card because he conceded to Jamie Carragher. Tell me, how can I trust you, baby? That's a little bit lost on me, I'm not gonna lie, but sure, you do you. Okay, well, sure. We've got football on tonight. We've got El Sakaco. That's gonna be interesting. Oh, the 81 plus double upgrade is either new or is back again. The FC Pro Open Mystery Nation objective is here, and the nation is Cameroon. If you care about that as well. But yeah, West Ham versus Wolves tonight. I am going to try and edit the Market Mayhem that I recorded a couple of days ago. As I said, the last week or so I've been ridiculously busy. Saw Ricky Gervais as part of that. If you're a fan of him and you can get tickets to go and see this tour, do it. He's amazing. Highly recommend. But yeah, I did record that, and so I'll try and get that out for you tomorrow. Try and get a video on the football channel out as well for you over the next 2 days. Potentially about Ruud van Nistelrooy and his start at Leicester, and talking about what I'd like to see going forward, what he's impressed with so far. And so if you want to see my sort of more in-depth thoughts on Ruud and his start to life at Leicester, then I'll try and do that. How was the free bar party? Unfortunately, the bowling, we couldn't finish the game because it's a work event where there were 4 lanes, 8 people in each lane, And then other people just in the room, sort of in the way. People having conversations and therefore it taking ages to get each go done, so therefore the game doesn't finish. Fine. The food was amazing. It's the first turkey I've ever had where I finished it and was genuinely desperate for more. It was so good. Normally turkey's just a bit dry and boring. This, beautiful. And then yeah, the free bar, we took advantage of that. It was good. What do you do for a job? Content creation. So if you want to support me, you can watch all the YouTube videos, leave a like on them, leave a comment on them, on this channel, on the football channel, and on the Daily Football Fix channel, which we're trying to get monetized as well, which is basically football news. So if you want to see a roundup of like all the football news from the day, that's what that video, that channel is all about. So we got a lot of stuff going on that I'm trying to split my time and focus on, but it's going okay so far. How did you find UFL? If the game size was 50 gig or higher, it's 25 gig. If it was 50 gig or higher, I would be uninstalling it right now. The gameplay's crap. The like credit earn rate is not good enough. Lack of game modes, stuff like that. It's not ready. Sadly, my worries were correct. So hopefully that footy command will work on YouTube as well as Twitch. There you go. And then the other one, I don't have a command for it, but if you search... Actually, let's see. Would it pop up? Oh, it might because I'm subbed to it. Jay, I will probably not take that advice on board because I don't know when I would utilize it, but it's good to know. But if you search on YouTube for Daily Football Fix, then the channel will come up. And it's this. So this is what you're looking for. We had this video that absolutely blew up and got 23,000 views, which is ludicrous. But we're basically on the road to getting this monetized. This video massively helped. We're up to 1,200 watch hours out of the 4,000 that you need. Getting more new subs each day and stuff like that. It's really positive. So I'm looking to just try and keep pushing it forward and forward and forward. So, as I say, if you just want to hear about the football news from like the last 24 hours or so, nearly each day, like if I'm not really busy, then each day, then that's the channel. You need 4,000 public watch hours. So, if you really, really wanted to help get the channel monetized, what you can do is what people did for the other football channel. You can just whack the playlist of the videos on in the background whilst you're doing other stuff. And that will just earn us some more watch hours every single day. And we will just get closer and closer and closer. Like, the videos have been doing okay. Got sponsors for it. No, I started this, like, where? Here. 3 weeks ago, we started it. The first one got nearly 100 views. Next one, 540. Trying out different thumbnail styles and then video styles and stuff like that. And some of the videos have done okay, including that one that did really, really well. So I just want to try something different, which is like a faceless channel. It's not about me, my opinions, or anything like that. It's literally just, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. Here's the news. Here's what you need to know. And it seems like there is an audience for it, so why not? So, in the next video, you've already got David Coote being sacked as part of that, and we'll go into the details about that. I also want to put like some quotes on screen and stuff going forwards as well. got an email for a potential sponsor. The same as my email for this account and everything like that. If you go onto my channel, then I think there's a sponsorship email on there. Everything goes through the same. Transfers will likely do well when the windows are open. Yep, exactly. So getting it started now and just trying something out that I haven't really done before. I'm just intrigued in what I can do with it and whether I can try out different editing techniques and things like that, and just pushing it for content that I know people have an interest in, even if they're not interested in me. Right? I think that's the that's the big split between the football channels. This one is purely about football. This one is about me and football. So if I was going to do like a football documentary style video, like I've done a couple in the past, I'm not sure which one to put it up on. Maybe the one that doesn't feature me, because it is just the documentary. It's about the player. It's about whatever it is. I don't know. But you've subbed to the new channel. I appreciate it very, very much. As I say, if you really, really want to help, then you can do what people did for the other football channel, and you can put the playlist on in the background and everything like that, and just help us earn some watch hours. Because you got to think, if 4 people, for example, if you have a spare device that you're not really using, but you're logged into YouTube on it, you could just have that on in the background. 4 people doing that, just having a playlist on in the background for one day is 100 watch hours. Right? So we'll see. Oh yeah, that's the other one. City's 115 charges. The hearing is concluded. So that's the title of the next video. Is something along those words. We'll have to think about the wording of it. But yeah, Man City's 115 charges result is probably going to be the title. And then we'll go into the hearing is now concluded. And so the verdict that everyone has been waiting for will be delivered in the coming months. I personally believe they're going to be fine. I think they might be guilty of a handful of things, but only ones where they knew that if they were going to be guilty of it, that they wouldn't face much punishment. You have to think, right? These clubs, especially when there is so much financial stuff and people linked to it, they will scrape through every single detail of every contract and rule and law to find any loopholes that they can. Right? For example, us. We got away with breaking the rules because we used the rules wording against the Premier League. So we did what we were accused of, but technically we didn't. Even though everybody knows that that's how it happened, legally, it didn't happen. Right? So I think if we have managed to get away with the points deduction, there's no world where Man City haven't gone through those same legal loopholes and stuff like that in order to do stuff. And whilst it's shady, in reality, it's just really clever. And as much as people might get annoyed at them, sadly, fair play. Like, if you manage to find something that works, like Chelsea, right? rules have been changed because of Chelsea in the last couple of years. These financial loopholes, especially when it comes to like selling hotels to themselves and stuff like that. If you can make it work, and they can't punish you for it because of the way their rules are worded. Sure. I should never start a game. Steffi must start Samara the new Yaya. Yeah. I think Booba was a little bit slower at times than he was against West Ham. But that's fine. He did also have some other good moments. Sometimes it was just he like got in the right position and his idea was right, but the execution just wasn't great on the pass. A bit like Buonanotte the other day against West Ham, where he had one of those games where he had all of the ideas, the vision was amazing, but the execution of the pass just wasn't quite there. Booba was similar to that. So it's gonna... I'm really, really looking forward to seeing more of it. Indeed, he's showing how great he can be when he plays in the right spot. It's almost as if we should have been playing him as a defensive mid because he's a defensive mid instead of trying to use him as a number 10. Like, at least under Enzo, he wasn't a 10. He was an 8 that did go up and support. Right? But he wasn't the sole creator. So why on earth were we playing like a 4-3-3 attack with a number 10 with Ndidi there? Baffling. So yeah, it's great to see him smashing it in the position that we know he can. And yeah, Ayew shouldn't start. Ayew should be used as a bit of a super sub. And Casey McAteer needs to go on loan to the Championship. I don't know how old he is, but unless he's like under the age of 20, I think you'd be hard pushed to see him as a good level Premier League player. He isn't good enough. He's really not good enough. And obviously he wouldn't be playing if Fatawu hadn't done his ACL, so you can't be that harsh on him. He's not at the level that we need, sadly. But things under Rude, the first couple of games, there's positive signs. As I was talking to people earlier. By the way, Tyke, thank you very, very much for sending people over. Hopefully you had a great stream. I appreciate it. And thank you, anyone that's come over. You're incredible. Yeah, so I uploaded the Brighton vlog. Obviously, we played Brighton at home yesterday. Came back from 2-0 down. Clutched up goals in the 86th and like 91st. Something like that. I don't know. In order to draw. Really, really good. The vlog from that game is up. And then in the next day or two, I plan on uploading a video talking about Van Nistelrooy and my initial thoughts on him as our manager, what I've been impressed with so far, what I would potentially like to see change in terms of personnel or stuff like that. But lots of positives from the first two games. The fact that we actually changed formation drastically to a 4-4-2 last night. As I mentioned earlier, I feel like we saw more tactical nous from Van Nistelrooy in one match yesterday than in Steve Cooper's like 12 games or whatever he had. Which is sad because he's a good man, but he was a slightly limited manager, it seemed. Problem is, even if they're fine, no one's opinion will change. They'll always be known for that in people's eyes. I agree, but I think that's stupid. Because you have had the last like 2 years or so, whenever anything that Man City do well happens, the response is, oh yeah, but all the charges. So if they're innocent of all those charges, surely all of that nonsense that you spouted about that being the reason that they managed to do this and whatever, you should revoke that and you should say, fair play. even if it's due to being able to utilize legal loopholes, if your club weren't smart enough to do it, but theirs was, that's not City's problem at all. Again, like, the stupid... For those that don't know, we should have had a points deduction this season. And potentially it's the reason why we had Steve Cooper as manager instead of Potter in the summer. Because some of the managers we talked to were scared that we were going to get that points deduction because it was unknown at the time. The club always seemed confident in it, and I wondered why. But the reason is, we broke the rules, right? We had spent more than you were allowed to spend, the standard PSR rules, where you have a limit of amounts that you can lose over a 3-year period. However, we changed our financial year times so that it extended into or after the Premier League season where we got relegated. And so technically, the end of our financial period, we weren't a Premier League club, therefore the Premier League couldn't punish us, even though we did exactly what they said. But then we also weren't able to be punished by the EFL because the start of that period wasn't in the EFL. But now if we get relegated, then the EFL want to charge us and give us a transfer ban. So if we go down, we're screwed. If we stay up, we'd be fine. Because we used the wording of the Premier League's rules against them. And if you read it, it is a loophole. It's exactly that. We did what they said we did, but there's nothing wrong with it because of the wording of the rules. So whoever made those laws at the Premier League, I don't know if they've already been rewritten or if they will be very soon. But you might have the same thing with Man City. And this is what I mean. When there's this much money involved and you are at that elite level, so are your lawyers. And so if they can find any way to get away with things, they will. It's why you don't see a load of these like mega companies paying the tax that they should be paying. It's because there's loopholes. And the smartest people and the biggest people, the most wealthy people, know how to get around them. So I have said all along, I think there's a good chance that City get away with either all of the charges or a good chunk of them. And the only ones that I personally think they have a chance of being guilty of won't, like based on precedent, they won't be able to give a massive punishment for that. I personally think. I could be wrong. But I think something would have come out by now, like you said as well. If they had even, like, clearly been found guilty of something big, it would have leaked by now. Like, these things, they don't stay hidden at all. So I'm intrigued when we're going to hear about it, because the previous update that we got was that it might not be concluded until after the end of this season. So how something has now changed that much is crazy. It's crazy. Robson, yep. Fans happy gives 7 out of 10. Gives nothing attack. Yeah, I agree. Never understood the Cooper appointment, so many better option. Again, I think it was mainly down to the points deduction. Potter was close. But apparently one of the reasons he didn't join was because of this this points deduction hanging over the club and the unknown circumstances of what we may potentially go through. We also had money issues in the summer, which is why we had to sell KDH. We barely scraped through PSR. So potentially paying someone like a Corberan might not have been possible. That was definitely the case with Van Nistelrooy. We were only going to bring in someone that was a free agent, and that is a quote from the chairman, by all accounts. So it was looking like at that point it was going to be like a Moyes, Potter, Van Nistelrooy. Corberan was completely ruled out, as was anyone else that was in a job. Like Lee Carsley, you would have had to pay a fee to the FA, I imagine, to get him out of his England youth position as well. So I think he was probably the only one that was willing to accept the situation and also be accepting of the fact that a relegation is possible and that he would stick with us if it did. Whereas, would you see Potter managing in the Championship if we'd gone down under him? No. So I think, though, that combination of things is the reason why it happened. And as I mentioned earlier, I don't have any ill feelings at all towards him. Like, he seems like a great guy, but it just didn't work out for him. So it is what it is. But we'll have a video on Rude in the next couple of days talking about his initial impressions that he's given to myself and everyone else at the club, some of the reports coming out from training and things like that, and then what we've already learned in the first 2 games in terms of different formations, substitutions, but also starting 11 choices. Like Fars dropped in both games, Vestergaard starting and then being subbed off for Fars, definitely in yesterday's game to provide some pace at the back, because we had to commit going forward in order to get back in the game. So we were going to be open to counter-attacks, and so therefore bring on Fars, so that if that does happen, you've not got Vestergaard running with a parachute on his back to try and stop a counter-attack. So positives is all I can really say so far to do with Rude. It's really, really good. So I'm looking forward to seeing more. I'm going to Newcastle away at the weekend, and with the way that Newcastle are right now, I genuinely think it's a coin flip as to whether we lose 5-0 or we win. They're so hit and miss. Same as Spurs. You just don't know what kind of performance they're going to put in. So hopefully we catch them on a low one, and we can manage to take advantage of that. That'd be really, really good. Because then after that, we've got Wolves. That could be a massive game. They may have Gary O'Neill at that point. They may not. Tonight is basically his last chance. So we'll see how that goes against West Ham. Either of them lose, they're gone. Then we've got Liverpool and Man City in the space of 3 days. Yay. Yay. Spurs, Newcastle and Man U are all coin toss at the minute. Yeah, they are. Even to an extent Brighton, I would say. Like, Brighton had some great games, and then others, they just don't look anywhere near as special. Some people would say Brentford, but it's literally, if you play Brentford away, you're going to lose. If you play them at home, you're probably going to win. It's crazy how different their results are. Like, they have the best home form in the league, and yet I don't know if they are bottom of away form. If not, they're very close to it. I know it's always like make the home ground a fortress and stuff like that, but they've taken it to the next level. Most fans don't like it how City have done it, but to think that only City are doing loopholes must be deluded. Oh, 100%. 100%. But yeah, so that's what I've got planned coming soon for you. We're also going to upload the Market Mayhem that I recorded a couple of days ago. That is planned to go out tomorrow. So that should be good. And maybe the football will be good later. We'll have to wait and see. Like now the Prem at the minute, any team can beat any team. Exactly, it's kind of crazy. It's an entertaining league this year. So hopefully that continues throughout the whole season. But thank you very, very much, everybody, for tuning in and being a part of it today. I really do appreciate it. UFL, unfortunately, is a bit crap. I'll still keep giving it chances every now and again, but I am not going to be grinding it. Definitely not. But I'll keep it installed for now. New content, it's fine, but it is what it is. Tomorrow is another day of content. We'll see what EA have planned for us. So thank you for being a part of it. Enjoy the football later. It could be a really interesting one, or it could just be a 0-0 and somehow both managers keep their job. That would be interesting. But thank you for the follows, the raid, subs on YouTube, etc. Likes, comments. You guys are the best. Go and support the other football channels, especially DFF, and I will see you guys in a bit. Bye-bye.